Welcome back. We're just picking up right where we left off. I actually played this. I binge played it over like 4 hours. So anyway, welcome back. Nexophilic Thangavoria? The disease vampirism is not just one disease, but many. Throughout the centuries and for unknown reasons, the afflictions collectively known as vampirism has been transmitted in different ways and taken on different qualities. Herein I shall try to delineate to the best of my ability the qualities of the form of vampirism common to our area, known as Noxophilic, so it's better equipped. Let's see. I believe the word of warning is order. This work is in no way intended as a guide to hunting or otherwise confronting a vampire. In all cases, it is advised that you avoid anyone you suspect of vampirism, and certainly that you do not try to fight them. Vampires of all varieties possess supernatural strength and will quickly overpower all but the most experienced hunter. The most important thing to remember about sufferers of the disease is that, as the name implies, they are not weakened by daylight as in many other strains of vampirism, but are instead strengthened during the nighttime hours. Why this is the case is poorly understood. One of the more wild theories is that the result of some sort of Daedric backroom deal between Ursine and Molong Ball that has given sufferers of the disease a werewolf-like love of moonlight. By then, these hunters are possessed of extreme fortitude and powerful ability to recover from wounds. Right. Okay, basically I wanted that book, but looks like we are done.
We can use this.
Xander, every time you say that, I want to be like, yeah, no shit, that's why I got it. Fighting this guy right here and those two over there. We're like, yeah, it's not our problem. Oh, now it's our problem. I didn't need to attack them, but, you know. Alright. I think I used that too soon. There's gonna be one more that's gonna pop up that I'm gonna wish that I saved it for.
Give you notes later, cohort.
Okay. Let's, I guess, continue on. Alright. If you really want me to, I will. Okay, I don't want to go into the dungeon.
Easy, Siphonix, easy. My Nyx hounds are nervous. They smell the orcs in the pass.
Orcs?
Citizens have been disappearing from the roads near here. I came to investigate and found these intruders. Orcs. They've been a problem in the mountains before, but this band is unusually aggressive and organized.
Sounds like trouble. Want me to look into it?
I can't officially authorize it, but it sure would be useful to know why the orcs are here. I saw an orc studying a letter. Might be orders from somewhere. If you could get hold of a copy...
Sure, I'll go get you a copy.
Onward and upward! What can an Arcanist do?
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
The path before us has been
We're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but...
Come to the harbour.
Excuses!
We have an unexpected
When your family
guest.
disappears, what
Present.
excuse will you use then? I'll find them myself. Just stay out of my way.
The main quest kicked off as well. It threw me off because they were both talking at the same time. Go to the garbage. Alright. We'll go do that. That'll be our next bit of fun. Okay. Alright, let's head in and start this quest.
We have an unexpected guest, Personage.
So what's Tharn doing here?
My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Saisahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try a more direct approach. I used it as it was intended, and contacted Abner Tharn.
Is he being cooperative?
He admits that he knows Saisahan's location, but he will not reveal it. He demands to speak with you directly.
Alright, let's see what he has to say. Hey dude, what's up?
We meet again, Vestige. I wish to speak with you on a matter of some urgency.
What is this about?
Menimarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. If you wish to stop them, you need to find the Amulet of Kings. But to find the amulet, you must first locate Saisahan.
You know where he is?
Of course I do. And I might be willing to share that information. For a price.
Alright, you little worm, I'm listening.
If Menimarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him. I know too much. Therefore I, Abner Tharn, Chancellor of the Elder Council, Overlord of Nibene, formally request asylum.
An asylum? Are you joking?
Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the things he has done, and has seen done, become too much to bear.
Will you come to us?
Would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is this. If you retrieve me from Menimarco's fortress and grant me asylum, I will give you Saisahan's location in return.
How can I be so sure that this isn't a trick?
You can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Sai Sahan, and I must keep my head if I am to ensure the continuance of the Empire. Neither of us has a choice.
I see a point.
Tharn is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can we possibly trust him?
As our visitor so eloquently pointed out, we cannot. But if we are to locate Sai Sahan, we must do this. Go with the vestige, Lyris. Rescue Tharn. Give him the chance to redeem himself. He may surprise you.
You appear to have arrived in the wretched Squalor, a shantytown of soul-shriven outside Menimarco's castle.
How do we get inside?
As luck would have it, Menimarco is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate is sealed, but there are undoubtedly other routes one might take.
Such as?
You're the hero, aren't you? Improvise.
Alright, we'll find a way in.
What a skeever. Improvise, he says. I can't believe we're risking our lives to rescue that skeeving horker.
Any suggestions?
Subtlety and stealth. Let's not bring the entire castle guard down on our heads. And didn't he say this was a town of soul-shriven? Maybe we can find one who knows his way around.
Better get started then.
Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured.
I don't do inconspicuous very well. I barrel through like a wrecking ball. Can't be helped. I think this is where we're gonna meet one of my favorite characters in the game. Partly because of who he's voiced by. Hello. Don't mind me. Just poking through. Oh, there's that was. A record of taxation for a year's end. By dictate of the potentate, the taxation of the village has been increased to match that of the other Colavan and Nebanese settlements. Naturally, this mandate was not well received by the commoners, and the mayor's coffers were further tapped by the need to hire mercenaries to quell the violent uprising. Nevertheless, with the assistance of the newly founded Fighters Guild, as the clerk notes created by dictate of the potentate, may his wisdom forever lead our empire to prosperity. The taxes appropriated met the requirements imposed by the imperial ministers. Each citizen's contributions are to be recorded accurately.
Amazar's people have a saying, "May your roads lead you to warm sands." How in the sight of 2 moons did Famazar end up here? He thinks he must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
So, say, I need a way into the castle. Do you know of one?
Feet first. That is the fastest way in. Ask Cadwell. That crazy bastard seems to know every corner of this place. You better hurry, though. I heard they just chased him into a building near the waterway.
Cadwell.
Why am I not surprised to find Cadwell here? He certainly does get around.
How long before the echoes fade? I have no idea how long we've been here, but already it feels like years. The Black Cad soldiers burned our farm and took my entire family. On a black, moonless night, they laid upon us stone altars encrusted with black tallow and caked with the blood of countless victims. And one by one, they put us to the knife. This is what being damned is. We're chattel for the Daedra. I can't find it in me to cry for what I've lost, not anymore. Day after day, this state of being, this soullessness, drains my will. It becomes harder to remember, harder to think. I've lost so many memories. My father's face, my mother's voice. It doesn't seem possible, but they're gone. Just gone. Even the barest of emotions are fading. I'm past the point of being indigent toward my captors. I'm past the point of feeling sorry for myself. All that's left is a gaping emptiness and the distant echoes of a life that seems like a stranger's. How long will it take before even the echoes fade? Bummer. Cadwell is one of my favorite characters, and you'll see why, because he's quite a character, and he's voiced by a beloved actor, which, again, if you haven't heard his voice, you'll know why. But the order in which you meet Cadwell is kind of confusing depending on how you do the story. Now, when the game first released, it actually kind of made sense on how you met Cadwell, because that was the story, the order was laid out. But here, I'm finding it's a little weird. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll roll with it. Alright. Let's just do this.
They wanna fight, do they?
What are you doing here? Intruders!
Oh, I didn't roll out of the way. Neither did Xander.
Laceration. Wounded.
Cadwell.
I say, jolly good timing. Lyris enchanted, as always. And you're looking fit for someone, so how can I put it? Deficient in the soul department?
Third Cadwell, what are you doing here?
Wherever the forces of evil prey upon the innocent, wherever souls are stolen and bodies shriven, wherever a people cry out for justice, there goest I. I mean, this whole eternal servitude business is rather nasty, don't you agree?
You need to find a way into the castle.
Gebera's garters, why? Lovely grounds, no question, but it's positively brimming with angry cultists carrying rather large weapons.
Oh, we need to rescue Abner Tharn. It's complicated.
I see. A rescue, is it? Well, that's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? There is a cistern that drains into the waterway. The door is locked, but that's not stopped me before. Why don't you meet me there, and we'll see what's what?
All right, thank you, Cadwell.
That might be our best chance to get inside.
I don't like it that it's acting like we've met Cadwell before, but again... Sometimes she's really slow in casting. Especially that one spell where I kind of like, I don't know, confuse them. This way? I'm robbing these people who clearly have nothing. And I'm just like, I'm helping myself to all your stuff. I mean, you are just standing there doing nothing, so maybe you... Nope, don't talk to her.
That cistern sounds like...
I didn't want to talk to her. Hello.
Leave it to the Daedra to fill a cave with bones and muck.
You keep up nicely. I can't abide dawdlers.
What's next?
This whole bloody castle sits on top of an ocean of unstable oblivion, what's it? The Daedra use pipes to control the flow of it all, and it comes out as steam.
Go on.
Well, most of the doors in here are sealed with pressure from that steam. It's all rather complicated, but in a nutshell, if I can tamper with the pipes, we can open the doors to the inner keep, and you can slip inside.
What do you need from us?
Well, I can handle the tinkering, but you'll have to keep the beasties off me. It will be quite a romp. Are you game?
All right, let's go.
Onward! Ha ha!
I'm pretty sure Cadwell's hitting him with
Apocrypha with you.
a soup spoon. I'm running out of magicka. That's what's happening. Why am I running out of magicka? I did change my armor up. I wonder if I took something off that had like a lot of magicka on it or a magicka boost because, yeah, I have a bit of a problem.
Apocrypha, take you! This should do it. There you are. Quick as you please. There's even time for tea.
Thanks.
A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top of the Tower of Bones. You'll need to make your way through the keep's heart to get to it, but it's not terribly far.
You know what he's doing up there?
I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way into the castle. Which is to say, well, all of them. You'll see crates of the things scattered around the premises.
Why don't you come with us? We could use another hand.
Indeed? Well, I might just take you up on that. But safety first. I'll stay here for the nonce and make sure nothing comes to bugger up our little adventure from behind.
All right, thanks, Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy knight is starting to grow on me. Should I be worried?
No. He's grown on me, too. For every playthrough I've ever done, I've actually really enjoyed
Hear
him.
me out. How many Tharns does it take to rule an empire?
Would you shut up? I'm trying to work here.
The one on the throne is a patsy, and the one in the tower isn't useful anymore.
That's not even funny. Get back to work, would you?
What? It's true. Lord Manamarco is gonna peel his skin off and make a particularly ugly flesh Atronach out of him. Mark my words.
And if you don't help me, I'll make sure you're sewn up right alongside him. Now shut up!
anchorites long. With the arrival of the Chancellor, a crusty Nebonese politician named Abner Tharn, the atmosphere of the castle of King of Worms has taken a decidedly more amusing turn. He barks his pathetic orders and expects us to pander to his every whim. When we ignore him, he storms about like an infant, shouting, "Do you know who I am? And Mano Marco will hear of this." The King of Worms thinks he's an ineffectual buffoon. I have heard him say as much myself. But Tharn is no idiot. I feel certain he suspects that he has outlived his usefulness. With his daughter on the ruby throne and Lord Manomarco filling her head with delusions of grandeur, Tharn's power isn't worth the breath it takes to declare it. The Empress region is easily manipulated with trinkets, silks, and rare delicacies. She has little fondness for her father and, to my knowledge, hasn't even expressed curiosity regarding his absence. And despite his years of political experience in the imperial court, the old man isn't half the manipulator that Manomarco has proven to be. Tharn's greatest miscalculation is that he believes he still has value here. In the grand scheme of things, we are all expendable, and he most of all. All of the power in Cyrodiil means nothing to the Lord of Brutality and Domination. But Tharn's impotent tantrums remain a source of great mirth. I imagine I will tire of them, eventually. On that day, I'll pour a glass of fine wine and take enjoyment watching him thrash about as his soul is torn from his body, like so many thousands before him. Alrighty then.
You, hurry up! The worms are on the move.
Yeah. Okay, it's pillaging. This game has a very what is going on down there? This game has a really satisfying pillaging system. I talk about it every game, I know. But I really like it.
There you are. I was beginning to think you were captured. We've a bit of a problem, I'm afraid.
What's the problem?
The door at the top of the tower has sealed with a warded barrier. I've seen the worms use similar sorceries before. It will sear you to ash if you touch it.
Well, how do I get through?
Here's a thought. The flesh atronachs that patrol the castle halls are assembled in a laboratory very close to the warded door. If you created your own atronach, it would be bound to obey you. You could force it to smash through the barrier.
And how does one build a flesh atronach?
It's a simple process. A child of 5 could do it. Unfortunately, we don't have a child of 5, so I'll be forced to walk you through it. You'll need some good-sized chunks of flesh. Take them to the laboratory, and I'll contact you there.
We're on our way. Gross. So gross. Just chilled flesh, just hanging out. All right.
I'm not going near the city butcher for a while, I'll tell you that much. Is that a lung?
Lyris, why do you ask these things? None of us wants the real answer to what it is. I'm serious. Like, gross.
Imagine how the worms get used to this.
Looks like this way. The abyss. Okay, let's not go that way. I just was curious what was there. Oh, hello, Hunter of the Cliffs.
lot to make me ill, but this is getting there.
I was too busy looking off the side. There's something over here. They take more of us every day, regardless of whether we still have flesh or not. The soul shriven, as they call them, are the bulk of those taken. People whose bodies are long since wasted away, but whose spirits live on in oblivion. Some of them say that their souls are inside gems, and that they can feel themselves being jostled about as their respective gems are moved from one place to another. They are filled with so much sorrow that it crushes the heart just to hear them speak of the lies they have mostly forgotten. I don't know what they do to the others, but their screaming can be heard even down in the dungeons. It's an endless procession of misery from which there is no escape. The gods cannot hear us. Is there any salvation? Is there any hope at all? Sorry, dude.
Not very big, is it? Oh well. Now, cast the ritual from the book.
This part's on you. I'm a dunce when it comes to magic.
I'm trying, but your big butt's in my way. He's a little baby flesh astronaut.
We'll make a necromancer of you yet. You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit.
No other fun chests? Those chests have been really fun to open.
Confound it! Begone, insufferable worms. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, big guy.
So, we meet in person at long last. You look taller in your projection.
I'm here to get you out, per our arrangement.
And not a moment too soon. If I had to inspect one more bloody soul gem, I'd have thrown myself from the tower.
So, tell us, why should we trust you, Tharn?
A fair question. I know things that can help you. Here's a bit to whet your appetite. Menimarco isn't doing any of this to serve Molag Bal. His ultimate plan is to out-scheme the god of schemes and to replace him.
How so?
The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything. Why do you think he kidnapped Sai Sahan? He's torturing him, trying to get him to reveal the amulet's hiding place.
He's trying to find the Amulet of Kings before we do.
Precisely. With the amulet at his command, Menimarco believes he can trap Molag Bal's essence and absorb his power. He seeks to become a god himself.
Well, that sounds bad. What else can you tell me?
I'd love to discuss this further, but this is hardly the place. Get me to a safe haven and I will tell you the rest. That was our agreement, was it not? Now, let's... Wait. Did you feel that?
Yeah, what? No, Menimarco.
Now, Tharn. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly. Ah, dear Lyris. Your old position at the Foundry is still available. We'll even give you your own set of unbreakable chains. And you, thorn in my side, the pebble in my shoe. How strong are you? Can only test your limits. Infuriated. The process drains the energy from most victims, yet you keep fighting. Your strength surprises me. But how much more can you take, I wonder?
Menimarco, you dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council. His power wanes, let him strike him down, while his attentions are on me.
How dare you betray me, Tharn! Suffering will be legendary.
He will not remain discorporated for long. His consciousness will be adrift for a few moments, but that is all.
Why did you help me?
Because Menimarco has delusions of godhood. He cares nothing for the Empire. He seeks only power. I've never done battle with him before. He's far more powerful than I imagined. Oh well, too late for regrets. In for a bean, in for a beanstalk.
What now?
First things first. We need to get out of here alive.
What do you suggest?
We certainly can't go back the way you came in. I'd imagine they're swarming the grounds already. There's a refuse chute further down the path. It's a bit of a drop, but we'll probably survive.
Let's go. Sounds like fun. Where are we going?
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
Friendly banter. Friendly banter.
Hello again. Need a way out? I'll have that open in just a moment. Arcade preserve us. You're as battered and bruised as a peach in a sack of rocks. Bit of the old derring-do, was it? No matter. You'll be needing an escape route, no doubt.
Great timing, Cadwell.
Well, it's what I do, quite honestly. We should probably hurry it up. The entire castle is as bristly as a sack of sewing needles after all that noise.
Why don't you come with us?
Come with you? You mean leave Cold Harbor? Well, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've seen the world I left behind. Do you think it's wise?
The world isn't a terrible place. Let's see. You should come along. It might be good for you.
Well, that's settled then. And after all, you do need someone to lead you out of here. Onward!
Let's go. Path of the Scorned. Love the name.
Into the chute, come on.
Oh. Oh, that was gross.
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
My estates, my titles, my own life, it's all forfeit now. All in the name of preserving the Empire. I swear by all the gods, Manimarco will pay dearly for this.
You alright?
Of course. I am Abner Tharn. It will take more than a few brainless cultists to rattle these old bones. Now then, where were we?
You're going to tell us where Sai Sahan is.
Ah, yes. Truth be told, I don't know the precise location, but I do know that he is Manimarco's prisoner, and that the King of Worms is trying to pry the location of the amulet from him.
You don't know where he is.
Now, before you lose your temper, let me clarify. I don't know precisely where he is, but I can find out. I'll just need a little time.
You tricked us.
What? You son of a bitch!
Ah! Are you insane? Get away from me, you brutish she-troll!
Lyris, stand down.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning. I don't care what he says. He'll always be Manimarco's toady.
Please. Manimarco wants me dead. Did I pretend to capitulate to him? Yes, I did. Do you have any idea how many lives I saved by doing so?
The only thing you saved was your holdings in your own hide, you pompous ass!
Enough! Abner had no choice, Lyris. And we are guilty of our own deceit, are we not? The time has come for the Vestige to know the truth.
What's this? The Vestige doesn't know? Oh, this is rich.
Sire, don't.
Vestige, until now, you've only known me as the Prophet. But that is not my true name. I am Varen Aquilarius.
Our fallen emperor, in the tattered robes of a moth priest, blind as a newborn kitten.
I am sorry I deceived you, Vestige.
You are angry. It is to be expected.
You're the Emperor.
I was once, but no more. My name is Varen Aquilarius.
Why didn't you tell me? Why the deception?
In truth, I feared you'd kill me where I stood if you knew who I was. You certainly wouldn't have allied with us so readily. I caused this, all of this. If Molag Bal destroys this world, the blame will be mine and mine alone.
How can I trust you now, or Lyris?
You must not blame Lyris. She did as I instructed. She's my sworn protector, but she is also your ally. You have my solemn promise, Vestige. When this is over, if you still judge me harshly, you can end my life. I will offer no resistance.
So, what now? I don't feel that betrayed, though.
We must find Sai Sahan. Everything depends on that.
What should I do?
In this matter, nothing. Abner and I must confer. We will contact you again when we have more information. I did not foresee Abner's defection, but I welcome it. Manimarco fears him, and with good reason. He can help us. I feel certain of it.
Alright, you ready for some heavy reading? Alright. Chronicles of the Five Companions 2. Once again, I, Lyris of Skyrim, commit words on paper on behalf of the Prophet. In truth, he didn't ask me to write this. Okay, would you please go away? Thank you for telling me. Right. He didn't... Okay. Once again, I, Lyris of Skyrim, commit words of paper on behalf of the Prophet. In truth, he didn't ask me to write this entry, but I feel the need to keep a record of these events, whatever the outcome may be. The Prophet's visions and nightmares are getting worse. He continues to witness the horrifying visions of a future in which Molag Bal rules our world. These don't seem to have a profound effect on him when he is awake, but at night, in those precious few hours where he manages to drift off, the visions become increasingly disturbing. He refuses to describe them to me in great detail, but he awakens violently, in a cold sweat, and it's obvious that they are wearing away at his sanity. Our ally, Mnealia, has already proven extremely capable. The escape from the wailing prison was only the beginning. The Vestige risked everything to rescue me from the Foundry of Woe, and I owe our new friend my life, my soul, and perhaps my very sanity. We are now chasing every available lead in our attempts to find Sahan and the Amulet of Kings. If we regain the amulet, the Prophet believes that we might be able to challenge Molag Bal and save our world. As usual, he used a bunch of flowery words and obscure phrases I didn't understand, but his general meaning was clear. Sometimes I wish I never left Skyrim and gone to Cyrodiil. I fought for a great man that I believed in, met another that I came to cherish dearly, and had my share of blood and glory, but was it all worth it? Cyrodiil will always be the place where I first laid eyes on the treacherous skeever Mannimarco and his sniveling toady Abner Tharn. I don't know which is worse, Mannimarco's charm and eloquence as he prepared to backstab us, or Tharn's endless insults and irritating condescension. At least with Tharn, we always knew where we stood. The Prophet said that Tharn's part in this isn't finished. I can't imagine any good coming from that. After all, that sniveling son of a goat went right back to tickling Mannimarco's boot after the soul burst. He'd do anything to save his own hide and preserve his family status in the Imperial City. I must bring this entry to a close. I hear the Prophet stirring. Chronicles of the Five Companions 3. Well, there it is. The Tharn's back with us, and I don't like it one bit. Mnealia and I managed to get into Mannimarco's castle with a little help from our soul-shriven friend, Sir Cadwell. Cadwell's like a wisp, a little light in the upper marsh, if you get my meaning, but he can be damn useful at times, and he shows up in the damnest places. While we risked our necks fighting through worm cultists and flesh egg Trinox, Tharn projected his smirky image to different parts of the castle, goading us on. We eventually got to the tower where he was being held, but Mannimarco was all ready for us and raised all manner of undead to challenge us. In the end, we defeated them and escaped with Tharn, but here's the topper. Tharn lied to us. He has no idea where Sai is being held and where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. Of course, he claims he can help us find both, but when he admitted his lie, I lost my temper and laid him out on the floor with a single punch. God, it felt good. That was a long time coming. That's when Tharn spilled the beans. He told Mnealia that we've been lying and revealed the Prophet's true identity. Lord Varen immediately admitted everything, of course. I hope it wasn't too soon. It's vital that we maintain Mnealia's trust, and now I can see doubt behind the Vestige's eyes. Tharn is such a lying skeever. All he cares about is empire and his family's status. Lord Varen believes Tharn's here for a reason, but I don't trust him, and I never will. I plan to keep a close eye on him. And for no reason, we brought him with us.
I say, you do get into some wild adventures, don't you? This place is so odd. Did you know that fire here is actually warm? Brilliant!
Alright, looks like we are done for the time being, so it looks like we're gonna go back to where we were.